Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of a pretty little podcast. I'm Allie Violet Vixen Commissaro, and
I'm Jessie. Welcome back, guys.
yes, it's such an exciting week on Sunday going to Snoop Dogg. It was nuts, so much fun, still recovering a bit, but tonight we've got such an awesome guest. Get ready to embark on an unforgettable musical adventure with Burden of Guilt, where every chord strikes a chord within you and every beat echoes with the heartbeat of a generation. Burden of Guilt takes us on a wild ride where the power of alternative rock sets the stage for a new era of sonic exploration.
It's beautiful, as always.
Hey.
Hey.
What up?
Guys.
Hi,
What's
guys.
going on?
Hi.
How you
Do you
doing?
want to introduce yourselves real quick?
My name is Josh Halsknecht. I'm the frontman of Burden of Guilt. I do lead vocals and guitar.
How do you say your last name real quick?
House Connect?
House Connect.
Yeah,
Okay,
connector
we were
of
trying to
houses.
put it through
I
the
see.
pronounce things. I'm like, I'm not even going to attempt that one. Okay, and
And I'm Rayne Sparkles, drummer and percussion with Burden of Guilt. And
we
my
are
wings.
so excited to have you guys here. So, what inspired you guys to pursue music and form Burden of Guilt?
So I guess we should just tell them our story, Angie.
Yes.
So before we were Burden of Guilt, we actually went under the name called Chokehold. And I was doing music with some other guys at the time. And we played at our first music festival last year. It was called Carnival Chaos 2. And
Same genre of music, or
all over the place, like anywhere from like indie rock to like funk, I guess more funk or psychedelic, to pure metal, pure heavy metal, death metal. We were placed as the opener. And after we got done playing, we had a really good show. And Angie came up to me and we really connected about our song 3 Wishes. And she was like, I really feel that. And she was with this awesome guy at the time named Dan. And you know, he was like, you were talking too much to him. And she was like, no, it wasn't. I was like, no, she wasn't. She was awesome. But a few months later, I lost my bass player and my drummer due to musical indifferences, and I pursued Rayne, and I kept up with her, and then we turned into Burden of Guilt, and now I feel like we're taking the music scene by storm. So that's our little journey to how we started.
Sorry, Huey, one of my cats is trying to make it on the live. I don't know if you can see
Oh,
it.
we'd love to see.
well, my dog's always with me.
Aw, so cute. So
So
yeah,
cute.
with going back to Carnival of Chaos, the reason I was there is I'm friends with Chaos Guitars Dave from Hate Machine, and I was there as a vendor because I also do art as well.
Yeah.
We were doing a music project together. Dave was helping us out on vocals, and during that time I couldn't play and I was on break. So when he sang 3 Wishes, it just really connected with me in a way. And like he was saying, Dan, he's just like, you need to know how to take cues from people. And when you're talking too much, I'm like, and I wasn't talking too much. Josh and I connected on that song. And then when he found out, hey, she's a drummer, it just it worked. And then our first practice was, I've never vibed with anybody like that. We don't even try. We vibe so easy together. And that's what it made it such an easy decision to be like, yeah, definitely, I'll be your drummer.
Yeah,
So
it was
I
awesome.
gotta know, with the name, how did you guys come up with that name? Because that's a really like cool, just rock star name.
Yeah, so Burden of Guilt, I'll tell you the real story. You know, I'm kind of over the past, I want the best for those people I was doing music with, and and I hope they're thriving in the industry. But actually, at the time, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I don't drive.
Mhm.
I was in a really bad car accident when I was 20 years old, and it really affected me in a way. So then drive, and those two people had a really big problem with it. So at the time, I wasn't really feeling comfortable like opening up with them about it. And music has helped me so much with opening up about my personal things. But when I was away in a weekend with my now wife Janitza, they went to a bookstore and were looking for band names because we were trying to come up with a new band name because we found out Chokehold's like this death punk band, which is they're
Yeah.
awesome. And they came back and we had practice. We had a show. We're going to be playing at Love Drafts, which actually today's our first would have been our first show we ever played at Love Drafts in Mechanicsburg. And they're like, "How about Burden of Guilt?" And I found out that like it was kind of like they were trying to make fun of me, I guess, because they knew I didn't drive, so they found this way to do that. So I thought about changing it when I didn't, but I really did love the name. I felt it because like the Burden of Guilt does a toll on everyone. So
Yeah,
that's actually how we rock with it.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely a cool name.
Yep.
So let's get in real quick. The big break. Been voting for you every single day. What is going on? Like, tell us what's going on. Is it an album? Is it just one song? Is it a band? Like, is it just the band? Like, how did you get into that?
Angie, do you want to go more into it, or do you want me to go into it?
Well, it's a contest that they're doing it. Josh actually signed us up for it and found out about it. And I was like, "What's this?" And and I was following one of the guys that is in there, and we played the one show. We had to do a video, and it's really neat. They have different interviews. They interview producers and they talk about. So it's more than just a band contest. You're actually learning a lot and you're getting exposure while you're doing it. And then Josh, if you want to talk about what you win or what the prize is for winning.
Sure. Yeah. So the whole Big Break contest is to give unsigned bands a big chance that they're at once in a lifetime opportunity. We actually found out through our friend Reese from FNG Entertainment. She was just like, "Hey, you should enter," and we entered and we got in, which they liked our music and stuff. So
shout out.
yeah, shout out to FNG Entertainment.
FNG, yes.
They are amazing people. They have been here for us since day one. But you sign up, you kind of go through you go through the whole process. You have to, again, she was talking about, hey, do a video. You have to do like a minute, like an exactly like it was like a minute 30 interview, like about who you were, and that was fun. And shout out to Alex from Trash Cat Media, who filmed everything too. It was amazing. But at the end of the whole contest, if you win, you make it to the end. You get a record deal. You get free merch for this company. Sorry for blanking right now, but they give you free. Like they'll make your merch for free for 2 years. You get someone who runs your social media platforms and helps you kind of out in that way. So it takes a lot of stress over to help you with your music, and it's basically the future, And a lot of people are kind of hindering away from being signed bands right now, but I know it's always been it's always been our dream to really get associated with the label and to push the next step. And I feel like that's
there were a
really
lot of bands. Like I've been voting for a while now, and like there were a lot of bands when it started.
Yeah,
we're down to like
The Wire.
the final few. I think it's under 10 now, isn't it?
It's the top. We're in the top 19 now.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, but we're getting close to that.
Second page, you guys have been like. Now, is there a different order each day, or is that where you rank?
Not
I
that I
think it's
know.
a secret.
Yeah.
And
I've been on edge for like a week.
was merchbooth.com. That was for the merch company. Merchbooth.com. Yeah.
Thank you.
And we will make sure I posted it, I think, last week, but I will post it again. When does this go till?
Tomorrow is the last day.
Yes. So please vote. Today's the
Vote,
last time to
please.
vote. Please.
And when is the cutoff?
Oh, tomorrow's the cutoff, and then
You know what? Like, can you vote tomorrow still?
I believe so, into a certain point.
Okay.
And then we find out August 5th. We make it to the next round.
Yeah, they're having a concert with a lot of the bands, and that's when they're going to announce who makes it to the second round, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Which
definitely
we're hoping to
exciting.
attend. We're hoping.
I feel like it's a good sign because you guys have been on the first page every time. Like every time that I've looked at it, you guys have been on the first page. So let's hope that's like
the universe telling us.
And
so,
I just think overall it's a really good experience for on-sound bands. It's really cool. I've enjoyed it.
Are you guys gonna kind of venture out and eventually do DW Presents?
Yes. I think
that's
we should.
The next step.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got into it like recently more actually because of Lenny.
I love that dude.
Love Lenny.
Love that dude.
I love the Lenny.
Lenny and the whole Nailbite family. I love them all. And it's funny going back to how Josh and I, we didn't know each other, but we met at that event and we have tons of mutual friends like Reese and Jesse from Effigy and Chaos Guitars and the Nailbite family.
You're definitely a
The whole
social
Nailbite
butterfly. I
family.
see you all the time at like different events. Like
I always say if I'm not playing, I'm out supporting because that's, I want to be there to support other people too. It's important.
Since you guys played at DOPS a lot, I have to ask, like, how are you guys feeling about what happened with DOPS?
Yeah.
That is very, very sad.
I'm shattered from that. I texted Angie a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, when we found out that Dobbs was closing again, and it's really sad. But like, I felt like it was destiny that we were going to be the last band to ever play there. We're literally the last band to ever played at Dobbs, and the whole night we were playing there, it was like walking in the shadows of so many legends, like Oasis, of course, Nirvana, Green Day, Rage Against the Machine, like. That place had such a vibe to it, and the stage was awesome, and the sound was good.
You get from there, like they're definitely like profile picture worthy pictures from Dobbs.
Yeah, they're awesome. Brent Worley is amazing photographer. He came the whole way out to see us, which was amazing. It was the first time I met him, and I was like, this guy's like my new best friend.
Yeah, Brent's photos I love them. I mean, I love all of them. I love Dr. D and Lilybit photography, but Brent's the ones he took there, they were absolutely great. I love them.
Yeah, they were gorgeous. They captured everything we're about too,
Yes.
So are you guys playing a lot? I saw on the flyers of your upcoming next few shows a lot at Love Drafts. Are you guys making your way more into Love Drafts on the regular?
Yeah. So like we try to really space it out there, because like that's kind of like we always tell people that's our home venue.
It's a nice
like,
home venue.
Anytime that we have played there, we have just lit that place up. Unfortunately, Angie couldn't make it out to the new Unplugged location, but I just did a Unplugged show representing Burn of Guilt in York, PA, and it's literally unplugged. You don't plug in at all, and the acoustics in this place are just insane. So like, you hear the videos, it sounds like I have a microphone in my mouth, and I have a guitar plugged into my amp or the PA, whatever.
Is it like an amphitheater sort of thing?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It's so cool.
A lot of those in Florida, they're pretty cool.
I want to play more places like that. Like, it was a different vibe. We're actually going to be back there November 3rd. So you want to come out and see us play there again?
And where is that in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Love Giraffes Unplugged in York, PA. It's on like
York,
it's
yeah.
yeah, York, PA. Yeah. Sorry, I mumble a little bit.
No, you're fine. I was thinking New York, and I'm like, wait, there's a Love Drafts in New York, and like I was totally overthinking that in my head as you said it. I got really excited.
Yeah. But speaking of New York, we are coming to New York here in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Really? Where are you playing in New York?
Mother Pubs in Staten Island.
Oh, fun.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really pumped. Our producer, Joey, from Amplitude Records, actually recommended us to them, and they put us on right away. So
Oh,
we're
that's awesome.
excited to make our debut in New York City. Boom, boom.
Now, have you guys played any festivals yet?
No, that's the next step, though. We're working on it, man. It's so much stuff. Like
I never know, because I know like you're at every event. I mean, like you
I try to
basically
be at
know
every
everybody.
event. It's hard with the kids. I mean, you
Yes.
you met
I
my
feel
kids
ya.
at Lovejoy. That's where we actually met in person. The first time we met was on the radio, and but we met at Lovejoy. So you met some of them.
I had my first nail bite burger with Sebastian.
Yes.
He was so cute.
Oh, he's a cutie, man. He's a good dude. He's my
Yeah.
little dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was family friendly. Like, I didn't even tell Jackson because I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna get yelled at over that.
Oops, sorry. Anytime there's anything all ages, I want to know, because I try to get my kids out and involved with my music, because
Yes,
it is hard trying this up, always going away on weekends and trying to balance family and music. It's tough.
it is really tough.
Now, Sebastian seemed to love
Oh, he's all
going.
about music. Yes.
Now, what about the others? Like, I mean, how
Well,
do they feel?
Sebastian is Kinsey's, but my two,
Mm-hmm.
they will come. Like, my daughter loves nail bite. She's come out to nail bite and is into them. My son likes them, but he's not a crowd person, and noise bothers him as well. So they're more like, they'll come in and then they'll be like, can you give me your keys? I want to hang out in the car. I'm like, what
They don't
do you
realize
mean?
how
We're at a
cool their mom
concert. You want to
is?
hang out at a car? So it's been really tough. So
Yeah,
trying to get them.
we're both music parents, so like doing this, like our goal is we want to. But the ultimate goal for this project is that our kids and our families never have to worry again. But most important, like we just want to make our kids super proud, and I feel like right now we're really doing that as a representation of music in this music industry right now, especially in the local scene. It's a powerful thing. So like people don't realize how hard it is to do. I have four kids, so and we're powering through it, man. Powering through it, man. It's like
I feel that kind of gives you an up though, because I know with my situation, I mean, a lot of times if Jackson can't go with me, I'm most likely not going.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's why
I
I love the all age events. They're
that's
great.
awesome. That I mean, I love when Elena does hers because she always has the family friendly. Like I love that aspect because that's where my life is.
Right. And it's important to include the family as
And
well.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are in that same situation. So I think building that crowd, that's awesome.
Right. And it also opens up for more fans too, because like bands like Grunge Jackson, that most of their fans, they're young. They're all young. They're underage. So open it up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Get the
and
word
it
out
is
to
possible.
more people.
Like
Now, as
doing
far
this is
as-
possible.
Now, as far as songs, how many originals do you guys have at this point?
So right now we have 16. We have about 2 albums worth, and we're in the process. Pardon me?
Festival ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we are 100%. So yeah, we have 2 albums worth, and we have some other songs too that like we have done and played that we're going back to and reworking right now as well. But we're really excited because like what we do too is when we play live is we like to split our set like half full kit and then half and get it real intimate. You know, we like to get you in your feels. So we do our first 8 songs like full blown electric guitar and drums and vocals, and then we just switch it up and she hops on her cajon and I play on my acoustic and we just get it down. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really it's very intimate, and I love it because we're right up next to each other on stage, and I use a Rayne stick. It's just it really gets you in the feels. It really does. And there's times like when we played the Big Break show, and I cannot remember the name of the place, Josh,
Oh,
but
Litsy's Lounge.
thank you. Litsy's Lounge. I'm sorry, Litsy's Lounge. We played, like, I actually cried during one of our songs because it means so much to me. And Josh wrote it about a friend of ours whose son, she lost her son to suicide.
Oh my.
And I cannot wait till we can share that. That's one of them that we just recorded. So it will be coming out very soon. But we played that at that show, and I was crying during that. It was just really hard because
Yeah.
it's very close to my heart, that, suicide prevention, and I've lost a lot of people through suicide.
Now, how did the crowd take to that? Because we just had a comedian on the other week, and like he was saying that that's a very hard subject for some people. How did you feel that the crowd took to that?
Well, the first time we played it was at Phantom Power in Lancaster, and AZ played it's the biggest crowd we ever played for. Almost 200 people in this intimate room, and like we were kind of in the weird part of the lineup, so we weren't sure if it was going to be like we were going to have this big crowd or if we were going to have like maybe a few, but the outcome was crazy. And we had people like
really cool.
I saw people in the crowd like literally crying.
Yeah.
And it was like, and like after that song, like I started breaking down and I was like, this is the song that's going to push us forward to the next level. And we're so excited for you guys to hear it. It's one of those songs. A lot of our music's like that too. Like our song "Best Friend," it's about domestic violence, stuff like that. But it's powerful stuff. I was in a dark place a few years ago, and I'm glad I'm able to write it and share it with you guys.
It's like
You guys definitely have a broad.
You got it.
Variety of different topics. One that I love is one that I believe you wrote for your wife. Soul Finder? Is that?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Soul Finder.
I love that song.
There's actually a bunch about my wife. She seems like she's the celebrity talk of my.
Which one is she talking about?
Yeah, she's kind of part of our show now too. Like
she's part of this.
I serenade her.
Here.
I
love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that woman more than anything. I wouldn't be anywhere in this project if it wasn't for her. She's my biggest supporter.
So do you guys take like personal things going on in your life or that are going on with people around you? And is that basically what you use in your songs?
Sometimes, yes. Like for example, like with Don't Erase Me, when we were recording our first EP down in Staten Island, we're in our Airbnb and I'm sitting there messing around with chords, and our friend Nikki was there, and I know that time of the year is really hard for her, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to write a song about your son. And then I went home the next day and I did it and turned it into Don't Erase Me.
Now, as far as the writing process, is it different for every song? Josh, do you usually do most of the writing, or do you guys contribute equally? I mean, like, how does it work?
So I've written all of our songs. But the thing is, well, when we write, I don't know. I guess feel like we talk about things. Like Angie and I talk a lot, and when those conversations are over, I it sparks inspiration in my brain to go home and write. So even though she's not writing it on pen and paper, she is a huge part of the writing process. Like these songs are nothing without her.
Oh, what a cool way to put it.
So he'll bring it to me or he'll send me a video. Hey, check this new song out. And he posts them too. So you can kind of hear the writing process. And then now some of them, we're going to get together Friday and I'm going to put drums to it. So sometimes we kind of go a little different with it. Or we might add some more breaks or, we mess around with acoustic and on the kit. But going back to what you were saying about our personal life, and we use our platform to talk about mental health awareness, suicide awareness, and domestic violence awareness, because both of us have been affected by that. So
I was actually going to ask that, like, do you kind of like find a theme that you want to be able to speak about and use music to kind of have that outlet?
I think mental health kind of covers it all, like domestic violence and recovery, as well as suicide prevention. I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of under the umbrella of getting help and being not afraid to talk about it. Like I have PTSD, I've had a lot of trauma, and we're not afraid to talk about it. And we're hoping that spreads to other people, that they start opening up and realizing it, everybody does. Some people have experienced a lot of trauma and it's okay to ask for help. That shows strength. And I think Josh and I both want to encourage that as much as we can, to ask
It's
for
okay
help.
not to be okay.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be in your feelings. It's okay to be sensitive. Like, you're not weak. It shows you more character in your heart and your soul. And it shows on stage when we play with our emotion and our power. It's just different, and she said it all. Like that it's everything to us. And every time we play, we hope to connect at least, whether it's one person or 15 or 1,000 people, whatever. That's what we want to do. We want to help people heal through our music.
And what are some of your techniques with like connecting with the audience, with singing such powerful things? I mean,
Like we're very engaging. We're gonna get Angie and Mike here soon, so she can talk in between sets too. But we talk, we joke around a little bit, and then I kind of tell people stories behind the songs a little briefly. I always talk about how I like to drink water. That's kind of like part of our part of our thing. You always see me like pounding back water. But we really talk to people. If someone talks to me in the crowd, like, and it's meaningful, or or if it's just they want to talk to somebody, I will talk to them always, or I'll tell them I love them and things of that nature. And it's genuine. It's not just like for act or anything.
we definitely need more people like that.
We appreciate you too, man. And you made me almost cry with the intro, by the way. The way you described us.
Fast with it. She, chef's kisses to Allie.
I love doing my intros, and my one of my best friends like literally makes fun of me every time I do one. He's like, "You don't have it memorized," and I'm like, "I don't care. I don't even care. Like, I don't care if they know that I'm reading it. Like, I take the time for each guest that comes on, and that's my thing, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So thank you.
I love
it. Thank you.
Showing that vulnerability is awesome, and doing it raw and unplugged is even better. It shows more. It shows more character and shows more how much you really do love music. Which you took the time to actually listen to what we do, and you defined us in every way. So
I love talking to people. I love hearing the stories behind it and just the whole vibe. I mean, I was unfortunately I didn't get to come down your last show at Dobbs, which I was so bummed about. I had a family emergency come up, but yes, I had really planned to come down there. I was like, man, So I am definitely going to have to try and get out to love drafts. Not that anybody really has to like pull my arm or anything. But so I have to ask. So how long have you guys been officially Burden of Guilt?
Over a year now, a little over a year, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been about a year now. Yes.
been about a year.
And with 16 songs, how do you feel that you have evolved over the past year?
That's a really good question. Angie, you start with this one.
I think we've evolved from like in the beginning, it was me just trying to learn his songs and then get it to my vibe. And then we adjusted a lot. Things, if you go back on Burn and Gilt's YouTube and listen to, you know, with the other musicians there, it was a totally different vibe. They were the same songs, totally different vibes. And we're just evolving more together. Like I'm listening to his story and I feel his emotion and I put that towards what I'm bringing to it, whether I think it should be softer, quieter. Let's pause there. Let's, you know, just so I'm trying to pull the emotion from what the stories Josh is telling in his songs to make it more so somebody can connect to it. And I think we just evolved in a really good way to keep doing that. It comes so natural for the two of us, which is not a normal thing because I've been in a lot of bands and sometimes it doesn't come natural. It's forced sometimes, like trying to get mesh different music styles together. And you know, sometimes you have the real music theory people and like we come together. Here's the song, I feel it. And then we just start playing together. So I think we've just
Being friends
really
away from
evolved
it
with that.
also plays a big role. I mean,
Yes.
I talk to bands and some are best friends and they do everything together and some are like, no, we get together for the band.
It sounds like you guys are very complimentary and just like cut from the same, like you get each other at a certain level. And instead you guys didn't have to fight each other, just adding more in depth, more story, more, you know, flavor to it. And bouncing back and forth.
Oh, for sure. Like I feel like a lot of times when we work on new songs and stuff together and we play together, I feel like she was with me when I was there in the situations. Like I tell, I tell all the time, like if Angie and I were to grow up together, we would be the best. Like we are best friends, but like we would be best friends. Hey, I had an interview right now, sweetie. Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's my little kiddo.
No problem.
But she puts herself when she envisions and she drums, she puts herself in that place where I was, and she replicates it. And it's like always, she always knows what I want to hear on the drums. Like always, like it's like my ears are just like, yeah.
And he says it too, and I'm like, sweet, because I was totally feeling that. And I think that's kind of what we do. Like I'm more of an empath, so I do really feel a lot of emotion. And when you can do that and really try to put yourself in everyone else's shoes and what they're coming across, you can really connect. And I just think it's the connection. There's the vibe, there's the connection, and it just works with Josh and I, and it's amazing.
Well, everyone who knows me knows I love my Y2K music and like that 90s
I feel that.
alternative grunge. So I have to ask you, who inspires you? Like, who are some of your musical influences?
Do you want to go first, Josh?
Sure, I'll go first. Sorry, I always get excited when people ask me this question. Well, first of all, I want to go off with my first three biggest influences which are The Doors with Jim Morrison, Nirvana, of course, Kurt Cobain, and then Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay. Those are all
Growing up,
excellent.
what'd you say?
Those are all excellent.
Yeah, man.
I wore my Zero shirt because I had turned my air conditioning up a little too high. So I was like, is it cold enough that I could get away? Because I definitely feel those kind of vibes
Yeah.
And I have my Zero sweatshirt that always reminds me of the Smashing Pumpkins, but that's funny that you just said that.
No, it's crazy. My favorite Smashing Pumpkins song is actually not like, like Not Today or any of those songs. It's actually like Shrub Rock. It's probably my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song like ever. It was the first song on their first album, and it changed
Yeah.
my life when I heard it. I was in FYE when I listened to that song for the first time, and I was just like, holy shit, this is different. But those are probably my like growing up because my dad would like take me to places like football practice and stuff and baseball and all these different activities, and he'd always be playing. It'd be Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Metallica. He would play the Doors a lot, and I love Jim Morrison like so much, even though he was not a great human being. And then my music taste evolved. Like Brand New is probably my favorite band of all time. Um, Jesse Lacey, as a writer, he's probably the only person that could make imagining, like, the death of your ex-girlfriend sound okay. But, his music is so awesome to me. I love his writing style, and I love how they, like we do, they've evolved. They start off as like this angsty punk band to this evolve into like one of the greatest alternative indie emo rock bands ever. Um, and then I'd probably have to say after that be Anthony Green from Cirque Survive. The only person who's ever made me cry when I've seen a musician play live. I bawled like almost every song.
They sell some sold out shows, man. Circus Survive.
So good.
Yeah.
But those are my influences. And if you haven't heard of them yet, check out LS Dunes. It's basically My Chemical Romance, Motion City Soundtrack, and Circa and Seosin all together,
That's
like different members.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
Super huge. Seosin was they were my
7 years.
high school. Definitely.
Yeah,
All
man,
great
but
bands, all great things to be influenced by.
yes, for sure.
So, Rayne, who would you say influenced you?
Well, one of my biggest influences is also Nirvana, but Alice in Chains. I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan. STP. And I was into a lot of heavier stuff like Machine Head and Skin Lab, Nothing Face. But I'd say Fear Factory. For some reason, I was really into Fear Factory, Slipknot, when they first came out. And now, like, I just kind of evolved. I'm also really into, I'm also really into like folk music and Led Zeppelin, like Mazzy Star and Priscilla
Mazzy
Ann.
Star.
I love that you guys are throwing some of these names out there. I
Mazzy
love
Star. Oh my
Mazzy
god.
Star is one of my favorites.
Oh,
And Danzig, I was a huge Danzig fan.
I am a huge Danzig girl. Danzig. Oh my god. Playing in Atlantic City, September 18th with Midnight. Playing Danzig, the original Danzig album. I'm really excited. I'm going for my birthday. It's Danzig, Midnight, and Twin Temple. So
nice.
be a good one.
Yeah, there was
dude, I'm jelly.
Danzig. So I actually listened to Danzig before Misfits because I'm also in a punk band and we play Misfits and stuff. And they're like, "Well, are you a?" And I'm like, "Well, Glenn Danzig. I know Danzig." And they're like, "No."
I love Danzig 2 is one of my favorite albums of all time. Under Her Black Wings is the bop. So I love Glenn.
So what's the punk rock band?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Oh, it's called DHR.
Aw.
It's a I can never say the actual what it means, but it's like dignity, honor, and respect. But that's not what it's like. Diveranche, honor, or something. But they always joke around and they say, "Drummer has rabies." It's just funny. But we play originals, but we also play like Dig Up Her Bones, and we did Summer of '69, but punk version, and it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. But Danzig was probably huge for Pantera. Danzig, Pantera, big time Pantera, Phil. And now I'm like really into Spirit Box. I'm into in this moment, Maria Brink. I think she is
They're
amazing.
coming. They're going to be playing in Pittsburgh. I think I just saw.
Yes, I did see that. I'm like, oh, I want to see her so bad. I just think she's such an amazing artist through everything. It's not just the music, it's the costume. It's because to me, it's all part of everything. Like, do you think of Glenn Danzig? What do I mean, it was everything.
It was.
Cold Chamber was another one.
Yeah.
I loved Cold Chamber. Rage Against the Machine. There's so many. Tool was a really big one.
Oh,
John,
yeah.
have you ever kind of sang in with the punk band? Or you don't cross them?
I've always done drums. My first band.
Yeah, and has Josh ever actually sang with your punk band?
No.
No.
We've never even played a show together, though. Have we?
Yeah, we were supposed to. We were supposed to at one point, right? And then the show they canceled.
Yes, or unless it was a nail bite. I don't know. There was so many times I've had medical problems stop me from performing and taking a little back street to things, just laying back a little bit until I heal.
So. Hey, for a year to be like, you guys have played some pretty big venues. I mean, in a year's time, that's remarkable. I mean, seriously. Yeah, what are you played Love Drafts? You've played Dobbs. Have you've been down at Sweeney's, haven't you?
That's actually in the works. I don't want to spoil anything yet, but you should stay tuned because an amazing show is about to be announced soon. But we don't have the date for it yet, but we haven't played Sweeney's yet. But we've done HMAC, which is big for me because that's my hometown, and huge bands rip through there, and now even bigger bands are playing too, like Neck Deep and Real Friends are playing there, and like
wow,
yeah, it's really insane.
That was a really nice venue.
Yeah, but no, we've done a lot of stuff. I'm trying to reminisce on all the venues like that.
That's a big venue too. I mean,
yeah, Phantom. That's the one I was thinking about. Phantom is amazing. Old Chameleon Club owners.
In my hometown, we played Jabberjaws. That was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
I had so much fun at that show, except when my wife got sick afterwards. The night before Dobbs. But we won't go into that conversation. She'll kill me.
Poor wifey.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. We just, yeah. It was a really fun night, though. And I got to be a camera person while they were interviewing Josh. That was so funny. They're like, Sparkles, where's Sparkles? I need a camera girl.
It was awesome.
It's a really funny interview. If you ever watch that, Josh Evil Empire, so I'm going to shout out to him too. Amazing guy. He loves supporting local music, and he does a lot of shows with different venues, and he mixes them. He'll have like punk shows, he'll do death metal shows, and then he just mixes them up and does festivals. So, and I've jammed with him a few times as well. So I jam with a lot of musicians, but I like to try to focus on one or two projects at a time. It's too much to do anything more than that for me.
And we have had your shows in the mix with some like the stuff going across the bottom. But let's go over it real quick just for people that are just listening. Where are your next few shows at?
Sure. And you announced the first one? The one coming up?
August 12th at Mother Pugs in Staten Island.
And then we have our debut in Washington, D.C. at the Public Option as a headliner. We're playing at the pub on September 2nd. And then 2 weeks later, we're playing with Icon for Hire, Observe in 93rd, Conquer and Divide, Portrait for a Funeral, and us at Love Drafts, which we're going to probably be the opener for that one. But we're very excited to reunite with Observe in 93rd. They're an amazing band. They do a lot like what we do. They talk about more harder things to talk about in their music. Like the one song is called Dopamine. It's about like the addiction to social media, and the music video is awesome. There's like he's in a hospital bed and he has an IV plugged into his arm and it has a cell phone on top of it, having like the water bag. It's so cool. But we're excited for that one. And then in October, we have a few shows. I'm drawing a blank right now.
We have the other Love Draft show.
We had the other Love Draft show, yes. We're playing with Sleep Cycles, which I'm amped to play with, and Forever May Fall. There's some, and Dinosaur for Paris too, which is we've never played with them yet.
Oh,
That'll be
that's fun.
And we have we have a show in the works too in Baltimore, which we haven't announced yet, but that's coming up. And then November we have our Return to Love Drafts Unplugged, do another acoustic set, and then we're recording in Brooklyn, New York. We're doing our vinyls.
Oh, that's
So,
exciting.
Yeah.
So you can pre-order the vinyls.
Yes, you can. And I wish I had that pre-order link right with me right now, but
So what is the whole process with the vinyls? Like, are you having them like made in front of you? Because I actually just found out that one of my friends like that I had grown up with actually
Presses
the
it.
vinyl. Yeah. And she went like showed a whole process of it being made. Like, do you guys get to be there and like pick out everything for it?
yes, we do.
That's awesome.
And the crazy thing about these vinyls, right? So every vinyl that is pre-ordered, every vinyl is going to be different. So each vinyl will sound different, and it'll be exclusive to just you, which is the cool thing. And the amazing thing about these people is, so they bring bands in, right? And they help bands out. So nothing has to be paid up front, which is incredible. We don't pay anything at all. So we make $20 for every vinyl, and they make 10. So they're in it to help musicians grow. Observed 93rd did it, and my friend Lindsay did some piano stuff on them for them. And she said it was like the most amazing experience. And when they reached out to me or reached out to us, I was like, what? This is awesome.
So if people want to buy the vinyls, where can they go? Like, can we put up a link on our social media? I mean, when will that be available for the link? Like, do you go up there and is it like a certain process, like time wise?
No. So you can pre-order them right now. They're just on pre-order in case you want to get ahead in the game, because you get something a little extra special with us.
Okay.
So we're doing 4 songs for the vinyl recording, and they're actually 2 of them we're really excited to do, which is one's "If I Love You, I Love You," which is you're a Danzig fan, so you will vibe with this song all day, every day.
I know I will.
But it's "If I Love You, Love You," Dance, Desire, and we're doing this new song. It's super intimate motion. Probably, I think my favorite song to play on guitar. It's called "Her Eyes Change Colors." But this will all be available, and you can pick which song you want for pre-order. Our pre-order is actually on our Facebook, and it's actually in our Instagram. So if you want to go on and pre-order a vinyl, they're available now, and there's links already set up.
Awesome.
I'll send it to you after we're done with this thingy.
And when again, real quick, because you gave a lot of information. When you're going in the studio? When?
November 11th.
Okay, so maybe
Christmas time.
Christmas.
Ooh.
Nice. Exciting.
Yeah, baby.
Gift idea.
Nice little gift. Just saying.
So as far as social media, what do you got? What's your like primary social media?
Probably
As far as people getting a hold of you, if people want to book you, people just want to talk to you.
Instagram probably is like, if you want to talk to us, Instagram. Probably most active, but with our like probably get the most interaction with our Instagram, but like a lot of our fans follow our Facebook. So if you want to all of our posts, all the upcoming shows, the things we're doing, live videos, clips of that nature. That's what we do. We're getting more into TikTok. I'm figuring it out now. You have to post
I
like
saw Rayne on TikTok.
Yeah. For me, it's just Rayne Sparkles. You can go to Instagram and Facebook, and usually somebody will message me and they'll say, "Hey, how do we get Burn to Guilt?" I'll say, "Well, what show?" I mean, I did one booking for us, but generally Josh handles all of that, like booking and everything. So I'll kind of reach out to him, and then he'll message me. Just with having kids, it is hard. So trying to schedule, and he's like, "Can you do this week?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I have a lot going on with
So the easiest way is to just basically hit you up on Instagram.
Facebook. But Josh and I are both really good at getting back to people. But if somebody has drumming questions or stuff like that, you can always message me. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, Rayne Sparkles. And then
And
through
as far
Burn
as
to Guilt,
people that, if they want to hear it, you guys, I'm guessing, are on Spotify. You're on Apple. You're
Music.
on
Apple, YouTube Music, Tidal, Tweezer, everything. You can find all of our music on there. In about a week, we're gonna have 3 new songs for you.
Ooh.
That's very exciting. You can also email us too, but all that stuff's on the social media stuff, so there's no need to say it out loud. It's like burden.of.guilt.va. It's a long day, but at gmail.com.
Sorry.
Bless you.
I felt it coming for a while, and I'm trying to like drink. I'm like, it's just gonna come out. So sorry.
Yeah, but this is awesome, and you guys are both really awesome people, and I'm really looking forward to like actually hanging out with you guys when we have the Bird show.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
definitely.
good time. Where are you guys based out of, by the way? Like, where are you guys from?
You're Bucks County?
Yeah, I'm up in Bucks County.
I'm primarily South Philly.
Here we go, Illy Philly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That kind of cool too, man. I mean,
Jesse, are you guys coming to the Milk Boy?
Yes. Kinsey and I will be there. I got tickets for that. So you'll be there?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes. And I believe Jesse is going.
And what's the date for that so I can put it on my calendar?
August 18th.
Oh, yeah, I'll be around for that. I'm pretty sure. 18th. Hell yeah.
But you have to go on, I believe it's Nail Bites.
Okay.
If you go on there and just message them too, they send you the link to order, but it's on there. There's a link for it on their page, the Nail Bite official Facebook page. That's how
I was not waiting. I'm like, that is gonna sell out so quickly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands. It's a smaller venue.
Stuff has been selling out really quick.
I'm telling you, it was unbelievable yesterday at Snoop, like with Snoop and Wiz and all them. The crowd, I'm telling you, it was filled. The entire Freedom Mortgage Center. I mean, the pavilion completely filled. The backfield, all the seats. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that since like Ozfest or like Mayhem Fest, like back in the day. It was insane.
Snoop is he has never changed who he was. Like, never changed.
Yeah, he's never needed to.
He never needed to because he's a G. So like,
he's that authentic. I think when you are authentically you as a performer, my lighting is horrible. You people feed off that, and people can tell that it makes them want to be authentically them.
Yes.
And
it was so crazy because Warren G came out, and then Too Short, and then Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. They all sounded exactly like they do on their CDs. Exactly.
I love when that happens. It's the most disappointing thing when somebody comes out and you're like, oh.
I mean, it's pretty exciting when you're like least excited about. I mean, honestly, I was least excited about Too Short just because there was like a crazy lineup. But I mean, when Warren G started doing a regulator, I was like, oh man, like it's going down.
Going
Yeah.
down.
It's really nice to see how many people are getting back out there and going to concerts and going to the venues and
Supporting live music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, during the pandemic, I was like, I just couldn't even wait. Like, I couldn't even wait to get out of the house and everything. And then I got out a little bit and I was like, is it ever going to
Go back to normal.
get back to a place where like venues are filled again? And it's really nice to see that happening. Oh, we lost Josh.
Should I bring Kinsey in? Is he here?
Yeah, he might come back. I don't know.
Oh, Jesse's gone too. I don't see Jesse.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
don't
I'm
see
just
you.
I'm just in the dark like a
She's just being her vamper self.
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I pulled out my phone and it like went into like save power mode.
It
in case-
happens.
It happens. We have all been there.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to keep you on that much longer because I know that you have a lot. You've got your kids and everything else
You're
going
good,
on.
man. I'm enjoying this. Thank you so much for having me and having us. Like, I mean, this is really, really cool. I'm digging the vibes.
And definitely, as soon as you guys drop your new music, definitely send it over because we'll share it on all of our pages and get our viewers and our following to give you.
Do you guys want a little teaser?
What?
You guys want a little teaser of our new song?
We love teasers.
We would love that.
Yeah, hold on a second. Angie, I sent it to you, right? Yeah, I did.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is I'll show you the beginning of Don't Erase Me, but you're the first 2 years to hear it besides probably us and our kids
It's
and
Pretty Little
our
Podcast
spouses.
exclusive.
We love that.
Yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me see if you can hear it. Oh shit. I got everyone so hyped and like my phone this is my other phone. It's so effed up. Like it's like a robot when I talk. Let me see if I can get it close enough though. I can do the old cup trick.
I use it all the time.
Shit. And this is not mixed and mastered yet, by the way. Can you hear it?
A little bit, not when
Tiny
it.
bit.
Yeah, it's shit, but I'm sorry I got you all hyped for no reason.
No, because it's a little
No.
paste. We heard a little bit.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
didn't get to hear like Rayne. Like I could tell that the drums were going, but you couldn't like get that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Rayne feels.
Yeah.
So, by any chance, are there any collabs that you guys are planning on?
Actually, there just a while ago, and I don't want to put out, like, I don't want to put out like anything that people are going to say, like, oh my God, like, when is this going to happen? But we did talk about doing a collaboration with Nailbite before, which was very short and discreet. We haven't really revisited that conversation since, but that's definitely a band I would love to collaborate with because I feel like my power, my vocals, and the power and just the intensity in Rayne's drumming would definitely be a huge factor for a collaboration with them. But there is one band that we do really thoroughly enjoy playing with, and that's the Borderline. They're from York, PA.
Okay.
Christian Branch is an amazing musician and writer and singer. And I feel like if we did something, that would be probably our first start if it wasn't.
They're called Borderline?
The Borderline, yes.
The Borderline. Okay.
So good. they're looking at, I'm not saying their producer is bad or anything, but they're looking at another producer that's going to really bring out their true image, because you see them play live, they sound completely different than on their album. They sound better live.
There's a lot of bands that are like that.
Yeah. Orville Peck was I was blown out of the water. Like, I was like, Orville Peck's gonna sound amazing, and then I saw him, and I was like, I didn't know it was possible to sound better live.
Well, I know it's Strange Culture. Like, when you listen to their like songs that are on YouTube or Spotify or wherever, it's not nearly as good as seeing them live. I mean, Rayne, you just saw them. I mean, it's like night
They
and
were
day.
amazing.
I mean, yeah.
They blew me away because I haven't seen. That was the first time I saw them live.
Oh, okay.
And I was blown away. But the drummer was amazing, and the singer. I'm trying to remember names, and I just met them, so I can't. I want to say it was Noah, and is it Phil? Is the singer
Nick?
Wow, I'm really off, but the emotion he put through, it was crazy. They were so good. Oh, here comes Huey again. My cat's coming over.
I could almost see you guys.
That would be awesome. I'd love to play with Strange Culture.
Like,
we should work on that. That would be fun.
Yeah, I could totally see you guys in a lineup performing together.
Yeah, that's definitely, when I saw a video that Jeff shared, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to play with him. So just keep an eye out upcoming shows. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, definitely. And we always tell our listeners, really, it's about listening, sharing, repeating their name. I mean,
talking about them.
It's really up to the fans, because you guys are who kind of gets the word out there.
Yep. Oh, 100%. Back to the whole social media thing, people don't realize how much work it is to do it, and you have to do it consistently to get any traction on your page. Like, I was barely getting any likes on our page 2 years ago. It's like it's probably like my mom liking stuff, and now we actually have people who look forward to our stuff.
It's crazy once you start consistently posting, like, how many people notice if you even go a day.
Yeah, like, are you okay?
I get those too, man.
Like, I need a break right now, so that's where I was.
I have noticed that more people are, like, writing online, like, I'm unplugging today, or I unplugged yesterday. Like, I just needed a day.
I like that stuff's becoming more normal. Like,
yes.
I think it's important.
Sometimes you just have to.
I'll tell you, I went on a walk today in the woods without headphones, and I was like, damn, nature has sounds and shit. I was like, I forgot, because I'm hiking with the bear in all the time. I was like, there were babbling brooks and shit.
My wife needs a new charger for her phone. It's bad. I keep on bouncing back and forth between both things, so don't you think I'm just like twitching out over here?
I think I have the same charger, because my charger, like, is not good rate at all. And Jackson, of course, he makes sure that he takes, like, every lightning charger that I have in the house.
So do my kid.
Yeah, his iPad charges in like 20 minutes. My phone, it takes 2 hours. But I'm horrible. I leave up like every window. Like, I'm guilty.
It makes up for the fact.
I get yelled at all the time.
Windows open.
My friend went in my phone a couple months ago, and he literally, every time I say my phone's about to die, he's like, how many windows do you have up? Like, did you close out anything since the last time I talked to you?
Yeah, every night before bed.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I see you back there looking.
Dude, I was gonna say every night before bed, my oldest Naughty, she literally goes, "Hey Josh," I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Can I use your charger?" Or "Do you have a charger?" Every single night.
Let me give you a pro tip. Go to Costco. Go to Costco. They have like the chargers. You ever get in an Uber and they have
Yeah,
like, all of them? You're gonna get you one of those, okay? They sell them at Costco, and then they sell I call them the. Some people call them the bricks. I call them the butts. So you go to Costco, you get the,
okay.
the thing, and then you get a thing of the butts. You're gonna have way more chargers than you ever needed.
I
So
definitely need them because
Noted.
socks and chargers
Yeah.
just go missing.
I got iPhone chargers out the ass. I'm like just I'm doing forbidden stuff with them, like just pulling them by the string out the plug and stuff, like the stuff that you're like, this is gonna fuck up my charger. I would just be like yanking them. I'm like, I got so many now, like mwah.
Man, wait, hold on. So you go and you get the box thing.
There's a box. They sell a box of lightning butts. I'm using
Chargers.
the butts. They have
Okay, the boxes. Okay.
and then they have another thing next that they sell next to it, and it's just a bunch of, you get to pick. I think they have like the lightning iPhone chargers, and then they have the Android one too. So I just buy the butts, and then I buy the iPhone set.
Oh yeah, that's
All different lengths.
smart.
Yeah. So I got one in every room. I got one. I'm just being irresponsible with chargers.
I could be irresponsible before, but like now they've gone away.
When you live with people, it's rough. I am the only iPhone user in my house.
That is rough.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Johnny takes anything that I have that is not like in my studio. Like I'll go to look for my one in my room and it's just gone. I'm like, really? Like, where did it go? Even if I find like the one piece, I can't find the box or I can't find like the cord. But it happens. The struggle is real.
It is.
But now we all know we can go to Costco and go get butts.
Yeah.
And
are we just gonna Jesse's house?
Yeah, if we'll
just go to her house for chargers.
I'm the girl. If you need to charge your iPhone, I got you, boy. If you got an iPhone or iPad, this is where you got to go.
Jesse's house, so
yeah. Charge up.
Jesse's house or go to Costco.
Yeah,
and
both are
good.
I have all the goods from a Costco too, so we can sip on some Kirkland, coffee.
I didn't even realize
have some snacks, hang out.
That go weekly
to Costco,
or like almost daily to Costco, and like know the times that they set up
for the samples.
Yes,
I love the samples.
I love the samples too, but I never did my research on
some people really like Costco is a lifestyle. Like you go in there, you have yourself a day. You
really do. You just see everything. They got everything. I mean, it's a lot to take in sometimes. Like the first time I took my son to Costco, he was overwhelmed. He's like
Costco.
He's introverted, doesn't like to be around a lot of people. So he was just overwhelmed. Like he was like, I want to leave and stuff. I'm like, and then after like halfway through, he's like, all right, I love this place. They got snacks. Like, what's going on, dude?
Yeah.
I feel like I will try anything if it's at Costco. Like if it's on the sample tray, I'll try it. Like they've had me trying weird mushroom contraption patties.
Yeah. I'm like,
and I didn't know what it is. I had no idea what it is. I just knew it was at Costco and it was on the tray. But yeah, I've tried many new foods at Costco.
I'll just
have samples too. Whole Foods.
I a bitch loves the Whole Foods. I feel
I sold my life to
I
it.
feel like I deserve to be there.
I've never
I'm
been in Whole
Me
Foods.
too. Whole Foods is like a life-changing experience. The first time you go in, it's like Christmas in July. Like,
Yeah, we have one, and it's always packed. Like,
Yeah, it is. The
dude,
hot
$10
dog-
pizzas on Fridays too. $10 pizza with Amazon Prime, and they're huge and they're good.
They're really good. I like the
Okay.
sushi bar too. Like I have good ass sushi there. Yep.
They do.
yeah, I
Mhm.
see people. I mean, it's always packed. There is never one parking spot in the whole place. So, I mean, I know they're doing something. I didn't realize they
Well,
had samples.
well,
Samples.
hopefully, Angie and I get this record deal, and then we can just eat at Whole Foods like every day, right, Angie?
Yeah,
Believe
so
it,
come
bougie.
by
I
me and
have an unconventional Whole Foods holy grail, and that is the 12 deviled eggs platter. That is what I buy at Whole Foods, and I have myself a little deviled egg every couple of hours. I run through that sucker.
Dude, they're
Um,
so good.
Every other day, DiGiorno,
the girl love her deviled egg. I'm like,
filled crust.
DiGiorno, baby.
I could just see you there with your little personal DiGiorno.
I also
I know.
love DiGiorno, but it's got to be the one that says 12. Like it
Yeah.
says like a foot
No,
of
overstuffed.
cheese.
I know which one you're talking about. It's actually like super good. Like,
It's
and I don't like
delicious.
DiGiorno.
If you're lactose intolerant, I do not recommend. But or just like suck it up. That shit, the best. It's the best one. Get that one. And if you're going
Okay.
for personal pan, you got to get the
We're
red.
like so off topic, and poor Rayne, like, okay, we're gonna say goodbye for now, Josh, because we're gonna have some girly talk with Rayne, but we
Sure.
would love to have you back.
Yes.
We would
Anytime.
love to have you back on to chat, and especially once you release your new songs. I mean, even if we have you come on and just talk about them a little bit, that would be awesome.
Yeah, dude. Just tell me where I'm then. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I talk a
You
lot.
never
but,
talk.
Oh no, you could never talk too much on here.
yeah.
It's
But
just we'll end up at 4 hours talking about like
pizza.
dino nuggets.
deviled eggs.
Food.
That's how
Deviled
we do,
eggs.
right, Jesse?
I absolutely my favorite.
We're gonna vibe. But thanks for having me. Like I really appreciate it. I hope to see you at a show soon.
Oh, definitely.
Don't forget to check us out. Make sure you vote. Show my girl over here some love, Miss Rain Sparkles,
Yes,
and
backwards.
thank you, Allie and Jesse. You guys are amazing. This has been a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely. We will definitely have you back on. This is awesome.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to trust in the feels. I'll see you guys later.
See ya. Oh, he's so nice.
Mhm.
I love when people get on and they're talkative.
Yes, it's the best.
I love it.